I'm Charles. So Steve Wilks, DC of the 49ers, were fired.
Shiesty.
Should they have fired him?
She shouldn't. It depends, bro. Obviously, it depends. Apparently, it was problems in the locker room, supposedly. So, I mean, if that is true, then, I mean, you got to get that, that negative energy, that tension out the room. But it ain't like the defense was trash. It ain't like they was ass. It ain't like they got exposed. So, I mean, I feel like it was behind the scenes-ish. That's why. And they just wanted to point the finger at somebody else, But
Okay.
he'll bounce back.
All right. Well, Mello.
It's really just his predecessors, because you gotta think about how the defense looked with D'Amico Ryan, how it looked with Salih, and it's really not just been. He actually, I feel as though talent wise, Wilks had more talent as far as just like.
For sure, I know what you mean.
The only thing that, and then it was all the stuff in the beginning of the year about he's not on the sidelines calling plays. Kyle Shanahan called him out on that. He started coming down to the, he was actually on the field and stuff like that.
That ain't got nothing to do with me though, bro.
But what you mean?
Like, you better come on this field too, nigga.
I mean, but you gotta think about that.
It's coordinators that be in the box, bro. Y'all can do that, nigga.
But okay, look at those coordinators.
That's such a crazy response to that.
Think about like every coordinator that be in the box. But I'm telling you, bro, it's the predecessors. If you look at D'Amico Ryan,
they was on that
he's
sideline.
on the sideline hyping these guys up after every little thing. Robert Salih was going crazy on the sideline after these niggas is doing what they doing.
I feel you on that perspective, but at the same time, it's a reason why I'm in this box, cuz.
Why you in that box?
Maybe I don't fuck with the weather. Maybe it's too hot. Maybe it's too cold. Maybe I don't fuck with
That's
Shanahan.
crazy word.
So at that point, bro,
Maybe it's too loud.
If the players are out there, bro, on the field in the hot and the cold, why can't my coach be down here with me?
Because I'm a coach.
What does that mean?
I didn't put in my work to become a coach.
You just came from, so Steve Wilks was
Head coach in
Arizona, and what was their record?
Mm-hmm.
And then he had his chance in Carolina. What was their record?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, nigga, no, you need to be down here getting, you feel me? You need to be down here, bro, type shit. So, but I definitely feel like, I ain't gonna say it warranted.
We probably didn't, you know what I'm saying, bro?
I say like,
fuck with them boys, man.
They just probably didn't fuck with him, bro.
It's funny how you always say that.
Nah,
I mean, I feel, bro, you gotta feel like a team thing, bro. You really gonna ride for your teammates, your coaches, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be hyping each other up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how you gonna hype me up and you all the way up there?
Like I don't fuck with y'all boys, bro. Y'all straight. I want
you,
y'all
coach.
to do good, but
All right, so bro. Part two. I'm gonna ask this before I say my piece, because I'm curious what both of y'all answer would be to this. So, do you think if they won the Super Bowl, they would still have fired him, Melo?
I'm gonna tell you this, probably. I'm gonna tell you why.
I don't think not.
Man, you gotta think about when Kyle Shanahan called that timeout, bro. When that nigga had, you remember that one pivotal play when that nigga had called a defensive play. That boy Kyle Shanahan said,
"Oh yeah, he was tired of cover zero, basically. He was tired.
You are not calling the plays that you should be calling right now." So that
you can
comes
say the
down
same
to,
thing about him, bro.
Oh, but hold on,
Nah,
let's
I
not
feel
do
you
that.
on
Let's
that
not.
one.
Let's not do
I
that.
feel you on
I'm
that
just
one
saying. I'm
because-
just
I know
saying,
what you're saying.
as a Corey, you not finna call. Like, I'm not the reason we lost, nigga.
No,
You not
for
finna
sure.
just put it on me like, oh, we just ass. Like, we gave up 40 or
The
something.
reason
Like,
that, I'm gonna tell you the reason
Like,
why
you
that
not
shit
doing that
happened.
to me, bro.
That shit really was just that block PAT, bro.
You not doing that to me, bro.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. For sure.
real.
Well,
That block PAT is the reason, though.
this is what I
That's
will
really
say
the
about
number one
Steve
thing.
Wilks specifically, because I was over to say that was like before we go down the whole Super Bowl route. My take is
I'm gonna
this:
take a piss.
my biggest issue with that whole thing is what I just asked y'all. If they would have won, would they have fired him? And I feel like the answer is I don't think so. And I'm going to tell you why I don't think so. Not necessarily because he was good or bad or what he didn't do. It's the whole what you would accept in a win, don't accept in a loss mentality. And I think with that being said, I think at that point, I think Kyle Shanahan would have just been happy he won a ring. He would have got that monkey off his back, and then he probably would have been like, all right, we good, bro. We good. Like, we good, bro. And I think at the end of the day, as far as the play calling is concerned, I feel like you can't really – that came down to a game of plays, bro. Brock Purdy fucking Chris Jones made the perfect play on Brock Purdy. If he doesn't do that, that's probably a touchdown right there. Then the other thing is obviously the PAT. And then like on top of that, Patty is cheese. So it's like you asking this dude defensively and they played good in the first. No, wait, but hold on. Here's the other thing. They played really good in the first half. And then your fucking star linebacker, Dre Greenlaw, tears his Achilles, which whose fucking fault is that? That's nobody's fault. So I feel like you basically, what he did probably, and then that cover zero probably works a lot better with Dre Greenlaw on the field, right? And if that's the case, you can't get mad at somebody for doing something that probably will work in most scenarios. Now, obviously, you have to adapt. I get that point. But with that being said, what they really were talking about with the Chiefs is like, okay, you got to think about it from his perspective. And this is why, and this goes to the blitz thing, and I don't want to get too far into the Super Bowl thing, but like blitzing or playing coverage, right? If you feel like you got to get after the quarterback, and they did a really good. This is the other thing too that's so hilarious.
In the beginning,
but even in the second half, if you look at like how
every
Nick
time
Bosa,
Patty got out of that pocket, bro, them niggas was just letting that nigga run. Bro.
But
they
Nick
was
Bosa,
not going to hit that man.
Nick Bosa was trying to get there. He was trying to contain.
And there was a lot of holding going on in that shit.
Yeah, and that's why I said I want to get too deep into the Super Bowl. But where I think as far as game planning, no, but I'm just saying from a game plan perspective, I don't think they necessarily did anything that bad. I think not bad enough to get fired. That's what I'm saying. Because there's definitely worse DCs, and there's definitely shit that's literally happened that's been way worse. And it's like when you're talking about a defensive coordinator and you talk about like how bad they've been, you normally talking about some shit that's built up like the past 12 games. Like, bro, you've been trashed the past 12 games. We was waiting for that one moment to fire you. But when you make it all the way to the Super Bowl, and then basically what you're telling me is, yeah, we was just really good offensively. That's why we got here. That's how I feel when you fire your DC in that scenario. Like, if you make it to the Super Bowl, you fire your DC. In my mind, that means that, to Charles's point, either it was some locker room shit and y'all just really didn't fuck with him anyway. You just needed a reason. Or you really saying, like, nah, bruh, like, trash. Like, that was all the offense. And then that's a whole other that's a whole nother thing. So, anyway, to cap off my point is, I just don't feel like, I'm not saying he's the best DC in the league. He's obviously not. But I think there wasn't enough there for you to do that. I don't think there was enough there for him to do that. Like, I'm not saying that I don't get the locker room stuff if that's the case or some shit like that. But, like, there wasn't enough there. And obviously the defense is talented. But then if you make that point, the 49ers shouldn't even have an offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
They don't.
Exactly. So that's my point. Like, that's my point, bro. So it's like. You basically playing a dangerous game with that. Like at a certain point, you're asking for it. But